Hi there. Welcome to another episode of your personal branding podcast. Bernard Kelvin Clive here. And in this episode, I want to share something from my heart with you regarding what I call from free to fee, how to transition and grow your brand when you're starting out fresh with no name, nothing, and you still want to put your brand out there. I would say that passion alone is not enough. Your brand must meet a need, solve a problem, or serve someone. So the heart of personal branding is to serve people. And when you serve them right and well, giving them value, what they need, it pays off. So that's what you need to focus on. Think about that. So let me tell you something, and that many won't tell you or won't let you know that when trying to build a brand from the beginning, the idea, the concept might not be fully formed. You might not even really have the crystal clear idea of what the outcome needs to be. If you have that spine, but most of the time it's just an idea. If something you want to work out, something you're starting from a base which is not perfect, imperfect, yes, idea base, which is important as a good starting point. And mostly I see that that's where your how, okay, your why you want to build a brand and all that begins with. So you look at all of that, then that step as a pivot to grow. So I remember about over a decade ago when I started out focused on personal brands. Just this little guy with no fans, no followers, no tag, no tagline, no logos, no all those nice things regarding brands now, no thousands of social media followers, none of that. It was just me with a few books I've published back then 15 years ago and wanted to share my growth process with my audience. Basically, I had passion to serve my community and I began with the little book. So daily sharing snippets from my books with my audience, virtually, offline meetings and events. That is how I began building my started of fine graphics, logos, outfits. Those are important aspects of brands, but that's not the most important thing to begin with. Now that people want to start IG, um, TikTok, Facebook, and all of the nice things, they are important. They give you some good mileage. But if you don't work on yourself first, I say that the personal brands are built inside out, not outside in. So in the beginning, work on your internal values, which is more important than internal compass, which will serve as guide in helping you grow than rather trying to position yourself as an expert right from the beginning. It's, people will seek through a fake eventually. So they might say fake it till we make it. No, in building an authentic personal brand, it's not about faking it to make it. It's about being authentic right from the word go. So let's assuming you were formerly an HR expert. Yeah, we know you are the HR expert. Fine, but now you think you career speed, but you want to go to a new field like maybe an AI technologies. You don't come out and say you're an expert in AI or expert in crypto. No, you are not an expert. You are starting now. So let the audience, okay, now there's a new field I want to begin. I want to carry you along the journey, the process. So come with me every day. I'm going to share my growth process with the things I've discovered in AI regarding AI and maybe what about you want to AI and authorship, AI and HR, AI and human resource, AI and economics, AI, banking. Then we trust your project. Okay, today I discovered this. Today I realized this. Audience begin to trust your project. They begin at okay, you started somewhere. They can also come along with you. Then rather you beginning and says you're HR experts or you're crypto experts or you are whatever that you are not. So you are trying to uh, put yourself where you are not, and people don't buy into that. There's a sell. Most importantly, you need to serve before you sell. So find ways of sharing content and meeting the needs of your audience daily in little forms. So you see, people want to see that yes, you are vulnerable, you are human, and that you're not a perfect quote unquote person that untouchable, flawless. No, when they see your flaws and they see your faith in your progress, they begin to trust you. They begin to buy into you. So your journey, your progress will cause men to trust you. That's how I began. So they trusted my growth of how to walk people to writing and publishing in every stage. As I write myself, I publish, I share them ideas. They trust this guy because he's sharing with us his flaws and his faults. his strength and his weaknesses, and what you can maximize in publishing, in writing, in speaking. And this is the point I came from. And this point, the audience want to learn, want to know. So you then share them what can help them with the resources, the ideas, or that will make their life quite more easier for them. See, they want, because audience want something faster, with speed, easy to deal with, but something that will still benefit them, value for their money, but not cutting corners and just giving them flashy things, colorful, wonderful things, but they get a product or a service and they feel, oh, I mean, oh, what is this? It doesn't meet my requirement or my needs. So it's important that you share your growth process with your market and your audience when you're starting out, and let them know what you eat. Now, the question I mentioned, free to feed. Yeah, in the beginning, you need to let the audience know, okay, yes, I'm starting out, I'm doing this, I'm willing to offer my service for you at this rate. Okay, the actual price for this is X amount, but this is because you're my first few clients, you can take it for maybe zero. You let them know, but you don't just go for free. If you build a brand like that, or a group process like that, eventually when you want to charge, the audience will find it quite difficult to pay for it. But let them know, now my first few clients, you can have this product or service, my coaching, my consulting, my for free, though it's worth $1,000 or $2,000, but I can give it to you for free for you because my first big client, and give you feedbacks and referrals. But subsequently, it might not be so. Let them know that eventually they're going to pay for your service, so that they understand your growth process, your paid process, that you are worth something. You're not just giving out free because free without strategy or any mechanism is just in vain. You end up hurting yourself and your brand. So you build that on, and you layer it gradually till you reach a level where they can really trust you, know that no, your pricing point is good, your product and service is just what they need. So you come up with that. You develop a clear roadmap. Okay, you are here, that's where you want to go, this is what you want to do, you want to achieve. Audience build, trust brand that growth like that. So personal brand that want to hold, that is important. Now let's look at the point of this. Many a time people say, okay, I'm passionate about maybe something, maybe acts about painting a lot, but it doesn't pay. That's not that's not the challenge. The challenge is that you might be passionate about something, but you need to find a pain point for your audience or market where there's a good blend or mix or meet. So your passion and their pain point, their needs. Because if you are passionate about something and it doesn't serve a market, when there was a point, so you find what or how can I serve a needing market who want my product or service, then that's where you can make money off your passions. But if you're passionate about something, there's no demand. Find out who will need this service, why would they need it, how do I make it pleasing for them to buy into that. Then you realize that there's a good blend or points where passion meets service and then becomes profitable. So you are passionate about writing or speaking. Yes, you can write and speak. But which people need kind of content you are producing? Which want to hear your story, your brand story, your message. Find that audience, pinpoint, get your solution, your market materials to them. Then you can serve them and get, your sacrifice worth by, demanding, or let me use the word, yes, by getting them to pay for your products and services. For all that you do, somebody somewhere far or near is willing to pay for that. You have no idea until you find that their pain point, what they need, and provide the product and service for them. You will remain unpaid and do things for free and in pain. But when you find the right market, the right niches, and serve them rightly, value content, and let know what they can pay for your product and service, you will be successful. You find yourself, not only passionate about your product and service that you're offering, but there's a sense of fulfillment because you're doing things that people need and you're doing things that they love to have, and you're excited and you enjoy the growth process. So always find a need where your passion meet the market needs. That's where you become profitable. So is it entertaining? Is it solving problems or meeting a need? So when you find that fit, it gives you the stamina to endure the tough times because you know your products is valuable and people will need it. So here are a few things to take home in all this. You find your passion, your reason for doing your product. Don't present you as the perfect person. I mean, go through the process, share your stories, your journeys, and all of that, and let them have a buying. There's always needs to be a hook, a place where you can sell your service and product to the market, and then they can buy your product and let them build. It's beginning might be free, but it's not totally free. There's a price point for it, and we need to pay eventually for that. And also always ask for referrals, ask for recommendations. People in your network might have other people who may need your product and service. Just ask for that. And don't forget to always deliver on your brand promise. Wow the audience with your product and your services. Then you can look at all the other things that people are now rushing for, the niceties, the logo, the colors, the brand packaging, all of that. And as I said, yes, need to package yourself, but most importantly, position yourself to serve people well, to be a blessing to people, meet their needs, solve their problems. That's the most important thing about building a personal brand, is to serve people. It's not to accumulate applause or fame or name. Those are the excesses. So position yourself to serve the right community, right niche, right market, and the sense of fulfillment be there. You love what you do. You're paying for it, you're enjoying it, and impacting it in the next generations. So I hope that these 3 tips will help you to keep on pushing up your personal brand and serving the community and the right people that do it right. If you have any questions, you can shoot me a mail at kelvinclive@gmail.com or from my website, bkc.name. And if you need any of my resources, just head online, search for Bernard Kelvin Clive on Amazon or anywhere they sell products or services and get in touch with me. I'm glad to assist you. The best is yours. Again, my name is Bernard Kelvin Clive.